Hi, can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah, I hear you.
Great. And what is your name?
My name is Leomar Oliveira.
Great. It's nice to meet you, Leoma. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil. Where are you from, please?
I am from Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwe is a country in Southern Africa.
South of Africa?
Southern Africa, the
Oh,
southern region of Africa.
Southern Africa. Uh,
hmm
so Zimbabwe is a country that speak English as native.
Yes, all the countries in Southern Africa, in fact, do speak English as their native languages.
Oh my God.
We've
Very
got
good.
different regions. We've got the north, they speak a different language. And then we've got the south because we were colonized by the British. We speak English.
Oh, what's the neighbor, the country neighbor, a neighbor country
Um,
that speak
Neighboring
English?
countries. Okay, we've got South Africa, we've got Botswana, we've got Zambia, we've got Namibia. All those are countries that are within the south. They also speak English.
Every country have said speaking English to
hmm
Africa.
The
Uh,
countries that I have said do speak in English. Um, Mozambique, they speak Portuguese.
yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
okay. Speak Portuguese like me. I have been watching videos on YouTube from Mozambique, from Angola. Angola is
Mhm.
here near Zimbabwe is a country, okay? Zimbabwe.
Mhm.
What's the capital of Zimbabwe? Zimbabwe.
The capital of Zimbabwe is called Harare.
How to
Yeah,
say code? Could you
Harare. When you spell it, it's Harae.
could you type? Let me see. Harare. Is it correct?
Mhm.
Harare.
Well, yeah, but when it is pronounced, it is Harare,
Harare.
not
Harare.
Harare. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Mm,
which part of Brazil are you from?
I'm from the north of Brazil.
Okay, which city?
My city is called Centro do Guilherme. I type
Okay.
Centro do Guilherme.
Mm-hmm.
My state is
Okay.
Maranhão. State is Maranhão.
All right. So this is my first time hearing about, how do I say it? Centro do, how do I pronounce the other word?
We say Guilherme is uh,
Guilherme.
something like William in English. You
Okay.
say
All right.
William, we say Guilherme, but we say
Guilherme.
William to William. Okay,
Okay.
Guilherme. How to
All
how
right.
to say? It?
Guilherme.
Yeah,
Guilherme. All
similar.
right. Just like William. All right. So is
Guilherme.
this close to places like Santa Catarina, or where is this close to?
No. The most known state near Maranhão is Bahia.
Bahia.
Is
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, I've heard of Bahia.
Bahia.
Um, mhm.
Bahia.
Go on, please.
Maranhão is near Pará, the Amazon. The Amazon too.
Okay.
Okay, it's the north,
Awesome.
the region of the forest of
Okay.
warm climate.
Okay, so I'm thinking that it's probably a warmer place than other cities, right? Your
Uh,
state is warmer, or what is the temperature or the climate like in your state?
Repeat, please.
I'm asking about the climate in your state. Because you're closer to the Amazon, I'm asking what is the climate like? Is it different from other states or you
It's
have a uniform climate?
it's different from the south of Brazil, Santa Catarina, for example, from São Paulo, from Brasilia, our capital. Um, our climate, our weather is very hot compared to this that country that states. But we think it is very regular, very normal to us.
Mhm.
I think Zimbabwe is a cold place, a cold country. You think it's normal, but but to you, for example, uh, Maranhão is very hot.
Okay. All
There
right.
are many rains, many. eh, So
So you've got Maranhão has got tropical climate. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, yeah, tropical.
Okay. All right. So you say that the closest city that you are to is Bahia. Is that correct?
It's not so close, but Bahia
Mm.
is the most close and the most famous too.
Oh, okay. All right. So Leoma, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living?
I'm a teacher. I'm an English teacher, and I'm trying to
Wow,
improve English.
awesome.
I'm trying to
Okay,
improve
all
my
right.
English here.
So you're an English teacher for which level? High school, primary?
High school, primary, um, elementary too.
Oh,
These
okay.
three levels, the three levels.
Okay, so your teacher training, they don't, for example, when you select that I want to teach this subject, they don't narrow it down to say this training is for high school, this training is for elementary. You just do general training for English.
I teach general content,
Mm-hmm.
but I try to pass. I try to deliver more cultural content. But I don't know. I didn't travel to other country, but I know from YouTube. I know from the books and the
Mm-hmm.
other ways. But I try to show the style of living in United States and in England or other countries that speak English. For example, South Africa and some grammar, some lecture reading and vocabulary, for example. This is the country that I know. The books that are in.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. But no, I was just surprised that for you guys, you don't, for example, you don't stick to high school. If you're a high school teacher, you're just a high school teacher. And if you're a primary school teacher, you're just a primary school teacher. We don't, yeah, generalize. That's why I was asking that. Oh, I thought it's supposed to be specific. Um, but yeah, do you enjoy it? Do you love what you do?
Yeah, I love to teach, but I don't love the work behind to teach. For example, the papers. For example, the in Brazil we have many. how to say that word? Um, something that involves the papers,
Lesson
democracy.
planning?
How to say?
Well, it depends what you're talking about. I'm asking, are you talking about preparing for the lessons, lesson planning, or what do you assessments? What are you talking about?
Not exactly, but it involves the preparation. But the preparation I like. I don't like to, for example, to fill many formulary. These words. There is this. Is there that word in English? Formulary. Forms. Forms. Uh,
Can you write it on the chat for me, please?
okay. Formularies. Forms.
Oh,
to
okay, forms. Mm-hmm.
yeah, to show that I really was teaching. For me,
Mm.
it's a repetition. It's a thing that wastes, that spend many energy, many
Mm-hmm.
mind. So I like to teach, but I don't like to waste my time, to spend my time after uh, after teach, after to stay with my student, uh, stay many times on that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it is. It becomes monotonous.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. Okay. So how long have you been doing it?
I think it was about 11 years, 15 years, maybe.
Okay. All right. Um, so okay, before I continue with free talk, I see there's a lesson here. Did you select this lesson or the system selected it for you?
Or if I selected something on Cambly or my country.
On Cambly, there is a lesson plan that I'm looking at. Um, and I'm asking, did you choose this lesson on cooking? Can you see what's on my screen as well?
Yes, I'm seeing, but I didn't select.
Oh,
We
okay.
we
You
we
did not select this one.
no, we may talk about cooking. No problem.
I usually want to find out what my students want to talk about because sometimes the Cambly system will just select whatever for you. Um, so if you don't want to talk about this, it's fine. We can always change it and do something else. We don't have to talk about this. What do you usually do when you call Cambly or Leoma?
No, I think I have been talking about cooking from Thailand or the country. Oh, I'd like to talk about um I don't know exactly. I'd like to talk about something free content, free.
Okay, you want free talk. That's fine.
Yeah, but I'd like to better to improve my talking about travel, about
Okay.
something on an airport, something by traveling.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So I guess the first thing that I need to ask is, do you travel a lot when you're not working? Are you a frequent flyer or yeah.
I don't travel a lot. I travel on my vacation is 2 times a year. It's very few.
Okay. And those times that you travel, where do you go to? Is it localized traveling or do you cross borders?
Across border a few times. For example, my our neighbor state, Pará. I have been there two times, twice.
Your neighbor
Um,
state, which one are you talking about?
my neighbor state I'm talking is Pará, P-A-R-A. Is near, is close to Amazon state. It's
Oh,
a big
okay. All
state.
right.
But in the other traveling, I go into my state. Is into indoor my state. Um, the capital, for example, my mother lives in the capital of my state. I live in a
Mhm.
small town. Is for me is very very far. So I go that two times, maybe four times a year.
Okay. All right. So your travel is localized within Brazil, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's more localized.
Or okay. What is the purpose of your travel? Is it holidaying or is it just visiting friends and family and spending time with them?
The two is holiday in visit my mother, my brother and sister.
Okay, all right. And so why are you in a small town? You said your mom is in the capital, you're in a small town. Why are you in the small town?
I was born in a small town, not my small town I'm living today, but I here we say that we have roots in the earth. So I have
Okay.
many friends. My job is a job that hold me here.
Mm-hmm.
I am a state worker. I
Okay.
work for the government. I can I can move to the capital, but I think it is a um very difficult process. So
Okay.
I think is better to me to stay to live in a small town. But I would like to move to my capital, to our capital, near my
Mm-hmm.
mother. My mother is a old person, so I think she needs me, or she will needs me the next year on the next years.
Okay. All right. So state worker, you're working for state schools. And how are the conditions as a state worker? How is it better to be working for the state or it's better to be working for private schools? What is better there?
Oh, I like to work in private school because I work for my sister, but the school from my state in high school, for example, it is has a good building. How to say a good um, is a good place. It's very big, and there are many students, people I like, but the condition, for example, the stress is very difficult because there are many. I'm trying to say that word. I don't know. I don't remember. In Portuguese, for example, uh, when I'm talking about by the what when I'm talking about the papers, the word in Portuguese, I trying to remember, trying to talk.
Do you
So
want to write the word in Portuguese and then we can translate it?
I try to. Oh my gosh, I try to discover by describing
Mm-hmm.
and ChatGPT. I
Mm-hmm.
am
Oh, you misinterpreted the word.
yeah. I'm trying to discover these synonyms.
Mm-hmm. The synonym
Um,
for it?
oh, bureaucracy. There is
Oh, okay.
there that word in English. How to say bureaucracy?
Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
the word is an enemy to me. Bureaucracy.
Okay. So
I
there's
hate
too much
bureaucracy.
bureaucracy when it comes to applying for a transfer.
Pardon?
You say that there is too much bureaucracy involved when you want to change to a school in the city. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I want to leave that profession, that the professional, that school, that system of education. I think I will always teach, but I don't need to teach that system. I I would like to teach people on free. For example, Aristotle, Socrates, they uh, they meet the students at the yard, at the
Hmm.
street, all the way, all the place. So the lessons flows naturally. I think I will create a YouTube channel. I will administrate. I have a YouTube channel, and I will create my own school and develop my own system. But I will not uh, work just as a teacher. I like to build homes. I like very much to build homes. Is my hobby, my second hobby. So I developed it. I improved that profession, that occupation.
Okay. All right. Um, but how will you make a living, Leoma, if you leave the occupation and yeah, how will you make a living?
I don't understand exactly, but I think how I will make money.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm asking. Make a living. Right now you're working because that's how you make a living, right?
Oh yeah, I build homes to rent my homes. The word is rent or hand rent. Okay.
Say that again for me. You said you built what?
Yeah, I build bird for other people, to other people's, in order to get money. And I have, for example, six homes.
Mm-hmm.
So the money that homes comes to me is similar to the money I get on one school I work.
Oh, I see. So you would survive on your rental income. Is that correct?
Yes, is called passive incoming. or passive um, profit.
You can call
Okay,
it passive income, or you can just say, I would survive on my rental income.
yeah, passive income or how to say the last word?
Rental income, let me just type it for you.
Rental
Rental income.
income. And I think is a very good way to live because I get more freedom to travel, to stay where I like where I want to go.
Hmm.
What to think
Okay.
about?
So tell me about the school you want to do, you want to start online. What would you be teaching?
What I will teach? I would teach.
Hmm.
Oh, I I teach. Let me remember that word in English. How to improve personal um, identity, personal ID. For example, I studied very much about the Holy Bible and Zimbabwe. Uh, the religion, the most preferred religion is Christianism or Islamism.
It's Christianity.
Christianity. How to say is Christianity? Okay, I'm Christian, so I think Genesis 1, 26. That say that the the man, the humankind, um, was made as was made similar to God as the image of God. So the identity, the idea of the person is that I think the humankind is not so full like I see in Brazil. Is not so weak.
Hmm.
We are strong. So I'm trying to treat thing and make course, make um, package of learning of teaching lessons, for example, to write books
Hmm.
and sell on the internet by using digital market, you know,
Hmm. Right?
another situation to create my enterprise, but especially in learn, especially teaching, learn and teaching,
Hmm.
the identity, the Christian identity, and the proposal. I think it's proposal, proposito in Portuguese. Proposal. Is it correct? Proposal.
Proposal.
Proposal. Okay.
Hmm.
We have an ID and a proposal. What's the proposal of the man? I think the proposal is to improve always, to govern. How to say govern?
I think you're talking about purpose, not proposal. You said what is the purpose, right? Do you want to say purpose or you want to say proposal?
I will see on Google. Oh, our time is very few.
Yes, our time is almost up.
In English, I see on YouTube, on Google. Oh, it's proposal, proposito, and Portuguese. Proposito and
Okay.
Portuguese.
Oh,
I did
purpose. Yes.
propose. Okay,
What is the purpose of man?
I think it's to how to say govern, to be governed of their own life, and all the things is there is in the earth.